Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart and welcome to my channel and welcome to a video recording off my mobile phone. And today I'm going to be talking to you all about my pop vinyl collection. So we're in the bedroom. This is the I keep looking at myself. This is the spare bedroom or back bedroom as we call it. I've basically got it as my Dragon's Lair thing. You'll see some of the pop vinyls in the background. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go through each pop vinyl individually, tell you all a little bit about them and show you what direction I'm heading in with my collection. So without further ado, let's begin. So we're going to start off with this little gentleman by here. This is Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. He was my first ever pop vinyl. I had him in a nerd block, which I used to do a few years ago. Now nerd block doesn't exist anymore, but basically it was a big blue shoebox and you get lots and lots of nerdy stuff in there. Pop vinyls, action figures, comics, fridge magnets and stuff like that basically. And he was the first one I ever had. Now that was like 3-4 years ago and they don't make them anymore, nerd block, unfortunately. I didn't really think much of pop vinyls at the time. I wasn't really collecting them, I just kept them around. And I found out later on that he's actually worth quite a lot of money now. He's worth about £35, about £40, something like that. And I had him for like 20 quid as part of a nerd block sort of subscription. So yeah, pretty happy with him. He was my first ever one. Now above him we have Aguilar from the Assassin's Creed movie. I didn't think an awful lot of the movie. It was alright, but there were a few things I would have done differently. But he's in a crouching pose by here. And I bought him from Home Bargains, as well as the character above him, which is Evie Frye from Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Now Evie Frye, unfortunately, you'll notice with her feet, she doesn't actually stand up properly. So I've had to lean her back against the wall slightly there. That's one of the drawbacks with having a character with small feet. Whereas the other characters I've shown so far all have big feet. But unfortunately Evie has very small feet and doesn't stand up properly. Now going up from here, we have Legolas Greenleaf from The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. This is the Lord of the Rings version with his bow and arrow. I actually bought him from Amazon about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Next to him I have Alexa Bliss, who's a WWE wrestler. Again, I bought her from Amazon at the same time that I bought Legolas. We have Grey Worm by here. Now Grey Worm I also had in nerd block. He's the second character I had in nerd block. Really happy with him. He was my first Game of Thrones pop vinyl. And you'll see by here we have Jon Snow, who I also had from Amazon as well. This is the King in the North version from season 7 and 8 of Game of Thrones. To the left of him we have Lara Croft. This is from the video games version of Lara Croft. And she's got her little pickaxe thing and one pistol in her hand. Plus she's pretty beat up as well. She's got all the bruises and stuff, just like in the video game. Next we have Geralt of Rivia from The Witcher 3. And he has his scarring and stuff on the face. Very well detailed. I do want to get Ciri and Triss and Yennefer, but they're so hard to get. It's quite challenging, and they're also very expensive as well. Geralt's actually the cheapest and most common one in the set. Next to him, finally at the top, we have Thor from the Avengers. He's got his team suit on. My aim is to try and get more team suit Avengers if I can. And that pretty much is the top line of pops that we've had. So we've started off down here. We've worked our way up and we've gone across. But now we're going to go to the Creme De La Creme, which is down by here. If I zoom in by here slowly, try and get some light in. We have Lando Calrissian from the Han Solo movie, or Solo, a Star Wars movie. Next to him, I have Chewbacca, also from the Solo movie, and he has his goggles on as well. Both of these I actually bought from a website called The Entertainer, which is pretty good for getting cheap pop vinyls or pop vinyls at a decent value. I paid £5 each for both of these. Across from here I have Darth Vader. This is the Rogue One version of Darth Vader, and he's actually doing his force choke maneuver. I bought him from a local store in Merthyr this weekend actually, so I'm really pleased to have him in my collection. Next to him I have Kylo Ren. This is the Last Jedi version of him, so he's unmasked, and I had him from this Entertainer website, as well as Supreme Leader Snoke, which is right by here. Again, I had him from the Entertainer website, paid £5 for him a couple of weeks back. And to finish off this section, we have Kira, who I paid £3.33 for, so quite cheap. And she's also from the Solo movie, or Solo, a Star Wars movie. And that completes my Star Wars selection by here underneath. So if I zoom out, you'll see, if I just go backwards, focus does go out slightly. There we go, back in focus, more or less. So that's what the collection looks like currently. The plan will be to redo all of this wall. So this is all going to be white. I'm going to have all the pop vinyl set up properly. I'm going to put them into like franchises, or like Avengers, Star Wars, Assassin's Creed, etc. Because I buy the stands separately. I buy them off this website called Etsy, which is pretty good. And yeah, overall pretty happy with it so far. But there are a few more I have yet to mention. So you'll notice by here I've got the Keyblade. This is from, oh god, what's it from? Disney something? It's not mine, it's actually Panda's. Oh god, Kingdom Hearts 3, there we go. It's from Kingdom Hearts, and we bought this quite recently as well, which goes all the way down. But as you go down by here, you'll see there's 4 more pop vinyls. So I've obviously got my BB-8 by there, and I got my Stormtrooper. The Joker's just peeking by there. I've got Sonic, a couple of dragons, and then we've got my 4 pop vinyls. So if I zoom in by here, or go down on the floor rather, there we go. So I have Vice Admiral Holdo. So she's the lady with the pink hair from The Last Jedi who just didn't have a clue what she was doing. I paid £3.33 for her, and also £3.33 for Enfys Nest. Enfys Nest is from Solo, a Star Wars movie. So they were on special offer on the Entertainer. So I bought the 2 of them, and I bought Kira, who was just on the end up there. And I paid £3.33 each for them, which was fantastic value for pop vinyls. The average pop vinyl costs probably about £10, £12, something like that. So to get them for like £3 is a fantastic deal. I'm not particularly keen on most of these characters. They're certainly not my favourite characters in Star Wars, but I wanted to bulk up my collection on the cheap. And I just took advantage of the price at the time. So that's why I've got Vice Admiral Holdo and Enfys Nest. And the 2 most recent additions are over by here. If I zoom in again, or focus the camera for you all, we have a Sith Jet Trooper, which looks amazing, and Lieutenant Connix. Now, Lieutenant Connix is actually Billy Lord, or Billy Lord plays her in the Star Wars films, who is Carrie Fisher's daughter. Now, Carrie Fisher, of course, the late Carrie Fisher who played Princess Leia. She's got an actual pop vinyl in the final film, Rise of the Skywalker. So she'll probably have a bit more of an on-screen role than she has in the past 2 films. Now you'll see they're $12.99 each. These are both bought from Game, but they are 2 for £20. That's exactly what I did. I took advantage and decided to get 2 for £20, and absolutely happy with them. And if I just pick up the boxes right here, just to give you a bit of an idea what they look like. Sith Jet Trooper looks amazing. If I show you the back of the box, you'll see some of the ones I have to collect if it zooms in or focuses rather well. There we go. So I've got to get Rey, Kylo Ren, Finn Poe Dameron, Zori Bliss, D0, Dio, Lando. I've got Lando, but this is an older Lando. BB-8, and then we've got Janna, Rose, Sith Trooper, First Order Jet Trooper, and the last 2, Sith Jet Trooper and Lieutenant Connix, I both have. So that's what my collection currently is. These are all of my pop vinyls, as the camera decides to focus again. The reason why I haven't unboxed these 4 is quite simple, really. I don't have anywhere to put them at the moment. I'm redecorating. I've got nowhere else where I can put stands up. I've got all of my stands currently up at the moment. I have ordered some more stands to come, so that'll be good. But this will probably be like an after Christmas job where I redecorate this room, because I've got to redecorate the ceiling as well, because the ceiling's, like, as you can see, there's paint all over the shop. It's not finished at all. It doesn't look too clever. So once we get Christmas out the way, it'll be a case of basically getting the wall completely white and then working out where everything's going to go. The Keyblade will probably be hung up on the wall somewhere up there. I'm going to move some of my Game of Thrones stuff around. I don't think I'll have everything displayed on this wall, because I do have other walls in the room. I don't know if the flag's going to stay there, so maybe something can go on this wall by here. And then I've got other spaces for stuff as well, as you can see, around the room. It's a work in progress, basically. It's a work in progress, but we will get this soon. Anyway, guys, I have been Dragonheart. This has been my pop vinyl collection. Until next time, goodbye.